Now students, let us discuss one new concept in the next session. Geometric progression. Already we learned till now the arithmetic progression and its nth term and some of the 10th terms. Now let us see the geometric progression. Okay. Learning objectives. How to obtain the formula for finding the nth term of geometric progression? How to find the any term of GP if first term and common ratio given? How to find the number of a particular given term if a GP is given? And next, how to write the GP if first term and common ratio given? How to find the remaining terms if first three terms are given in a GP? How to find the any term if common ratio and particular term given? How to write a GP if particular two terms given? How to find the value of n if two geometric progressions were given and have their nth terms are equal? Now let us see. To understand this concept, again we have to see some patterns just like in arithmetic progression. So I am considering two lists here. So first list 30, 90, 270, 810 up to so on. In the second list 4, 16, 64, 256 up to so on. So given a term, when can we write the next term in each to the list above? In first list, each term is obtained by multiplying the preceding term by 3. Children, you can easily observe to get the 90, we have to multiply 3 to the 30. In the same way, the succeeding term to 90 is here 270. To get 270, here also we have to multiply 3 to the 90. So like that, to get 810, we have to multiply 3 to the 270. Okay, so can you guess the next term, that is fourth one? Yes, simply you have to multiply 3 with 810 and we get 2430. So like that we can find in this pattern the next terms. So see the second one. In second list, each term is obtained by multiplying the preceding term by 4. Okay, so that the first term here 4. If you multiply 4 to that first term 4, we get simply 60. And in similar way, to get 64, we have to multiply 4 to the 16. In the same way, if you multiply 4 to that 64, then we get simply 256. So all the list given above, we see that successive terms are obtained by multiplying preceding term by a fixed number. Such a list of numbers is said to form geometric progression. So we just compare the arithmetic progression in this situation. Whereas in arithmetic progression, to get the successive terms, what we did there? We had a fixed number. We had a fixed number to the preceding term to get a succeeding. Whereas here, To get the successive terms, we are multiplying a fixed number to preceding term. So light difference is there. In the arithmetic multiplication, we should add or subtract. Here we should multiply or otherwise divide. You can learn later. So just you think it over by only multiplication. Okay. So once again see this. All the list given above, we see that successive terms are obtained by multiplying preceding term by a fixed number. Such a list of numbers is said to form geometric progression. So see the first list 30, 90. So there the fixed number is what? 3. And again 270. There is again fixed number is 3. That means we are multiplying 3 to 30, we can get 90. Again multiply 3 to 90, then we get 270. Again multiply 3 270 to get 810, like that. You can write like that. So here the fixed number is called as common ratio. So the fixed number is called the common ratio or of GP. Then we can say in examples 1 and 2 the common ratios are what? 3, 4 respectively. So like this you have to get the successive terms in a GP. Let us denote the first term of GP by A and common ratio R. Let us see the pattern here, children, like the arithmetic progression. To get second term according to the rule of geometric progression, what we did? We had to multiply the first term by the common ratio, isn't it? Yes. Then next, the second term is simply, you can say it as AR, A into R, AR. And then third term, AR into R, that is equal to AR square, A into R to the power of 2. And then fourth term, A into R square into R, that is equal to AR cube. Then next, we can get a list here, see the children. Therefore, A, AR, AR square, AR cube, up to so on. Is called this list is called the general form of a GP. Okay, once again here A, AR, AR square, AR cube, up to so on is called the general form of a GP. That means we have to get the list of the successive terms. We have to multiply a fixed number to that previous number. Okay. Now, in the above GP, the ratio between any term and its preceding, except the first term. There also we take in AP also. We consider first number. Okay, to get the successive number, we didn't take the we just keep it as a first number. So here also you have to select the first number. To get the successive numbers, we have to multiply a fixed number. So the ratio between any term and its preceding is AR by A is equal to AR square by AR is equal to up to so on. Each is equal to R. Okay, see that first one, AR by A gets cancelled, we get R. AR square by AR, A gets cancelled, R square by R, nothing but R to the power of 2 minus 1, that is, we get simply R. Okay, so except the first term, we should take the ratio of the second and first, and third and second, we get the what? Same ratio, same value, that is a common ratio. So, if we denote the first term of GP by A1, second term by A2, and up to so on, nth term by AN. So then we can easily write A2 by A1 is equal to A3 by A2 is equal to up to so on AN by AN minus 1 is equal to R. That means successive term and the preceding term, the ratio of the successive term and preceding term is equal to R. So each ratio is equal to the R. So here we are getting the common ratio. So that's why we are taking that R as a common ratio. Simple. The list of A1, A2, A3, AN up to so on is called a what? Geometric progression. Are you clear? The next. If each term is non-zero and AN by AN minus 1 is equal to R, where n is a natural number and n greater than or equal to 2. Simply generalize that common ratio formula. Simply you can write it as AN by AN minus 1 is equal to R, where n is natural number and n is greater than or equal to 2. So now let us examine a problem to understand in detail about regarding this progression, geometric progression. I am considering a problem here. The number of bacteria in a certain culture triples every hour. If there were 30 bacteria present in the culture originally, then what would be number of bacteria in 4th hour? Very interesting sum here. Very interesting and very useful in the daily life also. Okay, see properly. If you understand this sum, you can easily do any sum in this geometric progression. And to answer this, let us first see what number of bacteria in 2nd hour would be. Can you say? Since for every hour it triples. Okay, for every hour it is triples. So let us take one pictorial figure here, just to observe this animation. First, at the starting, originally there are 30 bacteria. So in 1st hour they produce triple. After ending of 1st hour, they produce triple of that of the first number of bacteria. That means here we get how many in after 1st hour? 3 into 30. That means we got 90 bacteria. And again, each 30 and again second 30, third 30, like this. And again at the end of 2nd hour, we get how many? 270. See this? 30 plus 30 plus 30, 90. 30 plus 30 plus 30, 90. 90 plus 90, 180. 180 plus this 90, how much? 270. So, to simplify this one, we have a simple pattern here. Okay, now let us see. Number of bacteria in the 2nd hour, simply you can say 3 into number of bacteria in 1st hour. Okay, and then 3 into 30. So here 30 into, we can write 3 to the power of 1. That is 30 into 3 power 2 minus 1. Here children, 30 is a first number, that is we have to select a number first of all. Okay, and then we have to multiply a pixel number. Here the pixel number is simply what? 3 triples. Okay, now here according to that pattern, here 3 power 1 can be written as 3 to the power of 2 minus 1. So as to get, we have 3 into 30 simply 90. So number of bacteria in 3rd hour, can you say? Yes, 3 into number of bacteria in 2nd hour, that is 3 into 90, just that is 270. Here also we have to write the same pattern. Okay, so 3 into 90, that can be written as 30 into 3 into 3, Why? Because this 90 nothing but 3 into 30. So 30 into 3 into 3. So here we have to write 30 in common in all terms. Okay. So 30 into 3 into 3. So 30 into 3 into 3 is nothing but 3 to the power of 2. And is equal to 30 into this 3 to the power of 2 can be written as 3 to the power of 3 minus 1. That is equal to 270. Okay. Just like I am writing a pattern. See this here. Number of bacteria in fourth hour. Simply you can write 3 into number of bacteria in the third hour. That is 3 into 270. And again that 270 can be written as 30 into 3 into 3. And already we have this 3. So 30 into 3 into 3 into 3. That is equal to 30 into 3 power 3. Again that is equal to 30 into the 3 power 3 can be written as 3 power 4 minus 1 is equal to 810. See the pattern, children. After first hour, after second hour, number of bacteria in the second hour, we have 30 into 3 power 2 minus 1. And number of bacteria in third hour, 30 into 3 power 3 minus 1. Number of bacteria in fourth hour, 30 into 3 power 4 minus 1. Okay, see the pattern, children, carefully. Now observe that we are getting the list of numbers. What are the numbers? 30, 90, 270, 810 up to so on. These numbers are in GP. So now looking at the pattern formed above, can you find the bacteria in 28th hour? So I write the same pattern what I write in that above after the second hour, at the third hour, at the fourth hour, and here to write at the 20th hour. So you may have already got some idea from the above, from the way we have obtained the number of bacteria as above. Okay, now by using the same pattern, we can compute that the number of bacteria in 20th hour, 30 into 3 into 3 into 3 up to so on 19 terms. For example, once again consider the number of bacteria in 4th hour. What you write there? 30 into 3 3s, 3 into 3 into 3. Okay. Whereas in 3rd hour, we can write there 30 into 3 into 3. That is there 2 3s. And here simultaneously by the same pattern here for the at the 20th hour, we can write 30 into 3 into 3 into 3. How many terms? 19 terms. Okay. Now that can be written as 30 into 3 power 19. So is equal to 30 into 3 power 20 minus 1. So simply just observe the power of that common number or fixed number. Okay. So here for the 20th hour, we are writing at 3 into 3 to the power of 20 minus 1. So just like you can take it as a 20th term. So this example would have the given you some idea about how to write the 25th term, 30th term, and more generally 9th term of the GP. So can you say 20th term? Yes, 20th term is equal to 30 into 3 to the power of 25 minus 1. Yes, children, you can easily get that pattern. And similar way, 30th term, 35 is equal to 30 into 3 to the power of 35 minus 1. Okay, and more in generally, if it is n term, then n is equal to 30 into 3 to the power of n minus 1. So here 30 and 3 are the fixed. Okay, see that pattern. Now let us analyze this one. Let A1, A2, A3 up to so on be in GP, whose first term A1 is A and common ratio is R. Okay, now each and every term has these two terms only, children. Be carefully observe that. So then the second term A2 is equal to, we can write A into R. So by using the above pattern, we can write A into R to the power of 2 minus 1. So that bracket carefully the power which is on the power. Okay, now the third term a3 is equal to, simply you have to multiply r to the top, the a2 term, so a2 into r, so we get ar and again into r. Okay, so that's why a into r square is equal to a into r power 3 minus 1. So to get the fourth term, we have to multiply r to the a3. Then that a3 nothing but simply we have ar square. Ar square into r is equal to ar cube. So a into r to the power of 4 minus 1. So can you say fifth term? Yes, a5 is equal to a4 into r, that is equal to a into r cube into r, and that is equal to a into r to the power of 4. And then at last we can write a into r to the power of 5 minus 1. See, like this you can write up to so on. Now looking at the pattern, we can say the nth term. Can you say nth term, children? Yes, an is equal to a into r to the power of n minus 1. Like this we get the nth term. So remaining sums we will discuss in the next video.